In this video, boys, we're going to be taking a look at these new Flash 2 cards in NBA 2K25 Myteam. As you guys can see, we are going to be getting a 100 overall Oscar Robertson, a Dark Matter Jaren Jackson Jr., and two new Galaxy Opals as well, including Patrick Williams and Karis LeVert. This is honestly for only a 4-card drop, and for how disappointing that the first Flash set was. Like, if we look at the first Flash set, it was like Dorian Finney-Smith, who honestly was very underwhelming. Devin Vassell, who was very honestly very bad. Chris Paul was horrible, and Patrick Ewing was horrible. Like, there was not a single good card in this set. And I mean, I haven't looked at any of their stats and their badges and their animations, but I feel like there could be some good cards here. Like, I think Jaren's going to be good no matter what. I think Oscar's going to be amazing as well. And I think there's a chance that maybe Patrick Williams or Karis LeVert are going to be elite as well. So we're going to take a look at these cards here, look at their stats, their badges, and their animations to talk about, are any of these cards going to be worth picking up and adding to your guys' squads. Looking at the first card here is going to be Galaxy Opal Patrick Williams, a 6'7" small forward, 6'11" wingspan. Across the board, the stats look good, but they don't look insane. Like, 89 speed could definitely be a lot higher for a small forward card. The block and the steal could also be a little bit higher, but good perimeter and interior defense. You know, 90 interior defense, 94 perimeter. He does have really good Hall of Fame defensive badges, which is nice to see for sure. Brick wall, challenger, high flying denier, a movable forcer, interceptor, off-ball pass, paint patroller, pogo stick, post lockdown, and rebound chaser. So good defensive Hall of Fame badges. This card does have good athleticism stats as well. 90 strength is good to see, 92 vertical, 94 agility. I think the speed is a little bit low, and I think the driving dunk could also be a little bit higher, and maybe the playmaking stats as well, but that doesn't really matter too much. I mean, if his animations are really good, it can kind of make up for this card maybe being a little bit lackluster stats wise. Animations wise though, he's gonna have his own jump shot, which I don't know if it's a good release. I don't know if this card does have a good jump shot. Like, I've never really used a Patrick Williams card this year, of course. So if he has a good jump shot, I mean, that would definitely be helpful because his dribble sigs do look solid, but again, they don't look insane. Like, the Steph Curry moving step back is nice to have. The Devin Booker behind the back, I've never really used that much, but it's probably half decent. Devin Booker's escape I do like, and then also Russell Westbrook dribble style is decent. So would Patrick Williams be a good card, a good like budget option if he was like 20 to 30,000 MT? Yes, like, he would actually be a solid card for that price, and he might be worth picking up and adding to your squad. But the thing about this Patrick Williams card, and the thing about all these Flash cards, is they are just so extremely rare and overpriced in the auction house because they are somehow so rare because no one's able to pull these cards from packs. So what ends up happening is Patrick Williams might go for like 80 to 100,000 MT. Is that card worth that price? Absolutely not. So it's like, this card does look good on paper, and he looks like a solid Galaxy Opal, but is it going to be worth his price tag? I would say most likely not. But looking at the next Galaxy Opal is going to be Karis LeVert, a 6'6" shooting guard, 6'10" wingspan. Defensive stats right off the bat do look very disappointing, like 78 block, 88 steal, 89 perimeter, 82 interior defense. Just doesn't look the best in my opinion. Also only an 80 driving dunk, 80 strength. So there's some low stats once again on a couple of these Galaxy Opal cards like Patrick Williams and Karis LeVert. The badges are really good shooting the ball wise. He has a 94.3 Hall of Fame Deadeye, limitless range, mini marksman, set shot specialist, shifty shooter, and slippery off ball. But I think the only thing again that really matters on these cards, it really comes down to the animations. But nice to see like a 95 ball handle and a 94 speed with the ball. Looking at this card though, he does have the Pro 2 fade, which is the first thing that came to me, and I saw right away is that he does have the Pro 2 fade, which is nice. His jump shot, again, haven't used this year, but I think it probably will be a good jump shot on very quick timing. Normal dribble style, I mean, just not great to see. Luka Doncic behind the back, not great to see as well. So I would say across the board, disappointing dribble sigs. The only good thing I'm really seeing about this card is the Pro 2 fade and maybe like the Booker escape, but the Booker escape isn't like that overpowered. So a little bit disappointing for Karis LeVert. Again, might be decent if he was cheaper, but he's most likely going to be fairly expensive on the auction house, so it's just not going to be worth his price tag. So far, I would say the two Galaxy Opals just don't really look to be worth picking up and adding to your guys' team. Looking at Jaren Jackson Jr. though, I think this card's going to be insane. I mean, we all know how good his Galaxy Opal card was. That card is still very runnable and still one of the best, power forward options for his price. So I think the Dark Matter could be a top tier power forward. Yes, he's only 6'10" at the power forward position, which could be a lot better. 7'4" wingspan is really nice, and Jaren's going to be an insane defender. Like, he just is unreal defensively, at least stats and badges wise, and he does get really good defensive animations in game. 98 block, 92 steal, 94 perimeter defense, 98 interior. Like, this card, he looks on paper insane defensively. He gets really good defensive animations. He's got a great player model. The stats and the badges on this Jaren card do look top tier. So perfect stats and badges for Jaren. Animations wise, he's going to have his own jump shot very quick, and that does look like a really good release because, I mean, his release on this Galaxy Opal on quick timing is a top tier jump shot for a power forward. It would have been nice maybe if he had the Pro 2 fade. A lot of cards are getting the Pro 2 fade now, like Wilt has the Pro 2 fade. Obviously, we just saw Karis LeVert have the Pro 2 fade. So I think that would have been a nice thing to have on this card. Dribbling animations, they don't look that great on this card. I don't know if his Galaxy Opal had any dribbling SIGs. He kind of had a little bit of the SIG. So the only thing that really got changed on this card is a little bit faster of a jump shot, and he also did get the Jalen Green dribble style. He still has that basic size up. I think some SIGs on this card would have definitely helped him out, but I mean, really good defensive tendencies for the contest shot and the pass interception. And overall, I think this card is going to be great. I just think this card could have been a lot better, but I do think he's going to be a solid upgrade compared to his Galaxy Opal card. And again, the tough thing is he going to be worth his price? Because this card normally on the auction house would probably go for like 300 to 400k, potentially, maybe even more. But I'm kind of wondering, like, is this card going to be like 700,000 MT just because of how rare he's going to be on the auction house and how much people loved his Galaxy Opal and how much people love Jaren cards this year in my team? So, I mean, he's going to be really, really good. No doubt that's going to be a great card at the power forward position. I just don't know if he's going to be worth his price tag, but Jaren does look really good as a power forward. And then talking about the 100 overall Oscar Robertson, a 6'5" point guard, 6'8" wingspan. Obviously, we know the stats and the badges are going to be perfect. Animations wise, Oscar does always have a good jump shot. Like, I like his base. I think his upper is obviously a lot better than his base, but he does have a really good jump shot. He's got the Pro 2 fade. Devin Booker dribble style, I think, could have been a lot better if it was the Garland dribble style. The Curry size up is good, which is nice to have. The Kemba escape's really good. Trey behind the back. So he does have very good dribble SIGs across the board. He's got the Alex Caruso motion style, which is one of the best motion styles in this entire game. Tendencies wise could be a lot better, but I mean, all around, like, yeah, this Oscar card does look amazing. Is he a top 5 point guard? He probably is. Like, he might be better than a Jason Kidd or a Stephon Castle, or like, I think he's better than probably Devin Booker because I think his jump shot's going to be better. He's better than Luka. He's got just as good of a jump shot as Luka, and also a lot better dribble SIGs, Pro 2 fade. So I think Oscar is debatably a top 5 point guard in this game. I don't think he looks better than Jordan or Shea. I don't think he looks better than Penny Hardaway, but I do think there's a conversation for him and Jason Kidd, him and Stephon Castle, him and Devin Booker, him and Luka Doncic. I think there's definitely a conversation to be made that Oscar is a top 5 point guard. But again, this card's going to be so expensive. Maybe he'll be a little bit cheaper because he's the Tuesday 100 overall card compared to a card coming out on Friday. Because we know Patrick Ewing, he was really cheap, and he is still really cheap as a 100 overall card. But that's because he's probably the worst 100 overall card in this game. So let me know what you guys think about these new Flash 2 cards. I think, honestly, for a Flash set, it does look really promising. Like, I do think this is a more promising set than Flash number 1. A lot more bigger names in my opinion, and just a lot more names that actually do look really good in game. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about these Flash 2 cards. If any cards are catching your eye and you maybe want to pick up and add to your squad, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.